going to continue our rug conversation and move it to stair runners. I'm a very big proponent of stair runners. I know people say, oh, but it's so beautiful to see the stairs. I personally think they're kind of slippery. If you have animals, they can't make it up and down. Little kids sliding down. It's really important, I think, for the safety. So there are a couple things to consider. Are they a high traffic area? Do you have a shoe or no shoe policy? I have a no shoe policy, so it's not a big deal, but most people don't. They're like, oh, just walk in with their shoes. If you don't have a no shoe policy, you might want to think about a polypropylene type rugs. They're much nicer now where you can put a rug up the stairs. You also want to think of the thickness. I mean, years ago, and I know, you'd put this big shag carpet up your stairs, and it really takes away from the depth of the stair, and you can barely walk up it and you're slipping down. You want something that is thin enough to go on the stairs, that can be stapled on and not too thick, and that wears. If you get something a little too plush, on the steps and on the front of all the steps, you see how much it's worn out. You don't want to see that. So I love doing wool if you're doing a rug that you're not walking on a lot. I really think it just holds up forever and ever. We grew up with wool in our house and it was an orange wool carpet and it lasted for 30 years and you never saw any wear and tear. So you can also do that polypropylene if you have high traffic areas and it's thinner and it doesn't take up as much as the step, but it can look really nice and hold up for you. So some things to consider is the actual content of the carpet itself to make sure that it's going to meet your needs. And then, in a neutral, I always say kind of stay neutral. This is my second runner. My first runner was much more traditional, and I was like, every day I'd walk by, I'm like, I'm sick of looking at it. I want something more neutral, so I changed it out to something more neutral.